All right, we have here an Atari Asteroids, 1979, 1980. They made them for so long, I think they actually made them both years. This is a project. It's got its pros and cons. On the pro side, it does not really have much, if any, water damage. It's a good solid cabinet. It's one of these ones I got from that carnival operator that put 2x4 runners on the bottom just to make them easier to move. So that kind of protected the bottom edge of the cabinet maybe a little bit, and it protected it from getting wet on the bottom. But you can take those, they're just held on by 2 steel bolts, and then you can put the traditional feet on if you prefer. It's got a few gouges in the cabinet that have been touched up, it looks like. It's a little rough around the edges, so I don't know if that's just from being stored in a moist environment. Sometimes the moisture gets in or where the T-molding is and expands the cabinet just in that little spot. But that can be like shaved down and touched up, and then you can use slightly wider T-molding, and that usually masks it pretty well. This one I don't think has any like busted corners anywhere. The front Formica's in really good shape, and the coin door's in great shape. I think it even has the mechs. It's got one mech. I can give you the other mech if you want. Missing coin box. It does have the original manual set with schematics and everything, so that's nice. Control panel could use a new overlay. It has the what do they call these? The volcano buttons or something like that, or hat. I don't know what they call them. Monitor doesn't have much burn. I mean, I think you can see some just slight shading, but really pretty good. Bezel's in great shape. There's no initials carved in it with knives, which you often see. T-molding needs to be replaced. You can see it's like shrunk over the years. That happens on T-molding. It just, when it's 40 years old, it starts to shrink and pull away. This side is similar condition, has a few gouges in it, but nothing real noticeable. Artwork's in great shape. As you can see, has the original back door. Let's see, doesn't have the dip switch settings on the back of the door. It's complete inside. It's got this is the Electrohome G05802 monitor. So not the early one with the power supply down here. It's the later version that they made a lot more of, with just a deflection board here and your EHT cage here. The monitor doesn't seem to be working. The red light comes on. Now that actually, come to think of it, we don't know if the monitor's working because the red light's the spot killer. It means it's not getting a XY signal from the board, and so it shuts itself down to keep it from burning a hole in the center of the tube. When you plug this in, it's been a while, let me remember here. Okay, yeah, see, we're not getting... The red light here just flickers briefly on the board. See, you can see it just flicker. So it could be that the audio regulator board is not putting out proper voltage. It could be that the brick down here is not putting out the proper voltage, because I think it starts at the brick with there's a rectifier underneath there, and it sends like 10 or 11 volts up to here, which regulates it down to 5. So it could be the cap there or the bridge rectifier, or it could be that the regulator up here isn't working. So you're not getting your 5 volts to the main board, and without that, you're not going to get the XY signal to the monitor. So I don't know if do you get net glow when the spot killer's on? I think you still do. I haven't looked to see if you get net glow on this. The tube is so dirty. And it's covered with tape. They put tape on it to hold the deflection coil on. Can't tell if it's glowing or not. Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like it's glowing. Should I turn off the lights in here so we can see? Let's do it. Yeah, I'm back here. I'm filming. All right, let's see if we got some net glow. I do not see any net glow. So I don't know. Maybe the spot killer turns off the high voltage. I should know that, but I don't. So it's a project, but it's definitely a doable project. And I mean, there's people out there that fix all these components, the monitor, the boards, the AR. If you can't do it, you can mail it off, or great project to learn on. You've got the schematics down there, and these boards are simple enough that you can actually read the schematic and do some troubleshooting on your own. It's a great game to learn on. I even sometimes tinker around with fixing asteroids with schematics. So that tells you right there, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do it. I guess that's it.